Monica, why did you decide to do this? Like, what was your why behind wanting to do this?
I just feel like we all in our own circles, the different artists, groups and stuff, we talk about this all the time. We talk about the things we want and the things we need, but there is literally like this is never gonna happen if we don't put forth the effort to make the change. So we have to get involved now and start to like really build this connection with the politicians, the leaders within, the community to try to get some of these things that we want and that we feel we need. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to
Right.
happen. We can
Yeah.
talk about it amongst ourselves all the time, but it's time to start actually putting some plan into action so that we can get, the things we need.
Yes.
Ray, can you hit that request button?
Jump on in.
Jump on in. Y'all, I am mad shy, but then when I go on, the shyness goes away.
Please, she got this in the bag, okay? Listen, she's just gonna let the knowledge just talk and come right out.
Absolutely. This is gonna be so dope. I'm so excited.
Hey!
What's up,
What's
y'all?
on?
Hey, I was looking for the request sign so hard. I was like, don't be dumb.
Oh, no. Yo, this is like my first time doing it. I have not done a live, so we all are figuring this out
Oh,
together.
this your first live?
My first live.
Oh, shucks. Well, welcome. Welcome to Liveville.
Here we go.
Okay, live.
So I want everybody to like introduce themselves.
Absolutely. What's going on, Red? Damarcko Price, choreographer, director, casting associate, partner, Miss Monica. Pleasure to meet you, man. You out here doing some good stuff in the city.
Thank you, Damarcko. I appreciate it, man. Y'all, I wish I can dance like y'all, though.
Hey, class, we got you. Come on, 7-8.
You know what I'm saying? I look, my lower body stopped dancing like that. Like, my upper body is the joint. Upper body, they can't mess with me. They can't mess with me. I do all that.
That part, Bobbie.
Yes, love it. Hey, Red. My name is Michelle, the DMV area 2 dancer, singer, choreographer, entrepreneur, all that. I'm excited to be here and jump into this conversation.
Well, how you doing, Shotty?
I'm good.
What's up?
I'm choreographer, creative director, Monica Warr. I want to tell a small little story. I know of first Red because his mother was like an angel to me. Like when I was about 19, she allowed me to utilize. Oh, we there? She allowed me to utilize underneath her. She had up top. She had her offices, and she allowed me to have classes there with like my jump start with entrepreneurship and really getting into the arts and teaching like I wanted to. So if it wasn't for people like her who really up for me, I would not have been able to start my studio. You come from good stock, man. You come from good stock.
Well, thank you so much, man. My mom's she like to give a lot. She's a giver.
She does.
She's a giver. She gave us opportunity to be great. So put us in the right arts when I was growing up. She put me in singing, dancing, plays, anything that she could keep us busy with, football, baseball. We were always active. I've sung for 2 different presidents at the lighting of the White House.
Awesome.
So I've always been involved with the arts in some way, shape, or form. And my mom's just always been an art mama. But she help out everybody.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So we want to get on and just talk about like your platform. And I know you taking over the whole, like the comedian standpoint. You took that by storm and now you've decided to run for mayor. I want to know like, how'd you get there? Like from, being a stand-up comedian, actor, etc., to now wanting to run for mayor and take your city on.
I think it came to me. I think I wasn't looking for the opportunity to run for mayor, but about 3.5 years ago, I was called to run for mayor. I was going back and forth from Los Angeles to DC, and when I came back home, everybody be like, "Reg, you should run for office," and I'm like, "Run for office? Yeah, you should become a council member or or run for mayor. I'm like, so I kind of researched it. I knew I wasn't going to be a council member because I'm not a legislator.
Okay.
And my background is in, as being an executive and a businessman. And I started really like digging into budgets and seeing that the things that I was doing already was something that fit me really well. So I made an announcement to my family first, my wife and my kids, and they were in 1,000%. And we made the announcement on May 15th, 2021. But I've pretty much been running for mayor for about 19 months now. And I probably ran the longest campaign in the history of Washington, D.C. politics. But I just wanted people to know how serious I was about this situation. And because for some reason, when you come from the comedy world, people put you in a box of like you're this silly person or something, or you're a joke or something. So I wanted to make sure they understood that my background of comedy was only 10% of my life, and the other 90% was me being a philanthropist, humanitarian, businessman, executive, writer, producer, director, executive, producer, and there's other things, that go along with who Red Grant is. And I just felt like I needed that much time, and it actually, worked out. Us running as an independent candidate just put us in a great position to now, with about 2 weeks left, to be able to be the first independent mayor of Washington, D.C.
Right. Nice. Very nice. So like with the pandemic, and then the way that it's been going with the pricing, just being pretty much the citizens here are just outpriced. How do you think with your platform, how would you as mayor help with helping small business owners actually be able to stay within the city? I know right now I am in a search of a property, trying to find a space to have a studio, to have children and young adults to train, but it's very hard we're outpriced basically. So what would you do and to help the community stay in our city and have business within our city?
I would give real incentives that really help our small businesses to grow, tax breaks for our small businesses, and actually grants that we can give to our small businesses that want to bring great things to the city of Washington, D.C., like dance studios and filming and television. And I mean, it's so many different things that people, if you give them an opportunity, it can make this city so, it's already a great city, but just be even greater. But when you push out the residents of Washington, D.C., the real ones who've been here for a long time, or their families have history here, then you push out a heart and soul of who Washington, D.C. is. And I don't think that that's something that is God stamped at all. I think that we got to get a spirit back in office that really cares about the people of the city and really care about the small businesses. We can build as many buildings as possible, but if you're not developing the heart and soul of the city, or you're not developing our young people to be great, then you're going to be a city that's taken over by developers.
There you go.
So we got to develop our young people. We got to develop, great ideas and creativity. I just come from that background. We don't even tap into, Atlanta made about $8.8 billion last year in filmmaking alone, in television. We made about $10 million, if that. And I want to be able to, bring in other aspects of creativity that, builds our city not only in a governmental standpoint, but also a creative standpoint, because that's what's going to get our kids rocking again.
Exactly.
During the pandemic, a lot of arts programs, we took a lot of hits. Different instructors chose other career paths. Different studios may have tried to choose other options or shut down. So my question for you would be, what's your plan on bringing more arts programs to the schools and to the recreational centers to really get the kids to put the phones down and to get back outside and get sweating and be active again?
Well, if people who know me know that I have a program like Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras, and Beyond Your Block. These are programs that have been stamped by uh, ABC, Good Morning America, CBS Evening News, CBS Germany, and CNN. All this have showcased this program, and it's funny that as much as we have gotten so much love, no government agency has come in and said, well, this program is popping. We got to put something into it,
Yeah.
and it's probably it's so many other programs like that that need to be implemented not only in our neighborhoods but our schools. We got to bring our recreations back where our young people are really having a great time again, and put some innovative ideas and programs in there. But we got to bring back trades and all of that, trades in schools,
Yeah.
so young people who don't want to go to college will have a successful career also. I just feel like programming is first and foremost the most important thing for us to have in our communities. Things for our young people to do. And when you take out things for our young people to do, then you give them an opportunity to get approached by a lot of different negative outlets that they don't even need to be dealing with at all.
Right.
So to answer your question is, I'm full-fledged about programming. I'm full-fledged. I'm getting all y'all programs as soon as I become mayor. All y'all programs is gonna be doing. Y'all might as well get ready to work. Y'all little feet gonna be hurting. Y'all little dancing feet gonna be hurting.
I'm telling
We
you,
re-
onions and blisters.
we re- Bobbie, I think you had a question.
Yeah, I do. So for me, I know mental health is very passionate. And after doing some research on you, I know that you have an arm that you would like to start doing more mental health work in the community as well. So I wanted to know why mental health is important to you and what supports and programs do you think are needed in the community?
Well, mental health programming, especially where we're at today, has to be implemented in all of the services in Washington, D.C. Like, I mean, that's from the schools all the way to the police officers, fire department. You have to have psychologists in our schools that can really talk to our kids um, and help them with a lot of things that are going on at home. We have some young people that have lack of parenting, uh, and that's a stress on any young person.
Yeah,
Um, but we gotta, I feel like love, care, and respect is something that we have to start with. That's why when people always ask me, like, what's your platform? And I tell them, my platform starts with love, care, and respect. It's and if you love things and you care about and respect them, you're gonna implement these programs. You're gonna implement mental health services into our daily lives, because sometimes people can't get through it by themselves. A
right.
lot of times, and, they fall back on different things like um, drugs and alcohol and so many other things that people get involved with, because we don't give them that out. We got to have real wraparound services that really get to the heart of the crisis, um, that get to the heart of our families. And we can't allow our residents to be left out there like they have been in these last few years. And we got to get back to the Marion Barry days when we was really getting cared for in the neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And when it comes to mental health, you got to think, like, even with our officers, right? We expect our officers to be mental health professionals,
And then
and the officer,
Right, right.
social workers, and the officer. You know what I mean? When they should have, we should implement mental health professionals within the police department that show up on these scenes, that really recognize that this is not a um, an actual code 10. It's, you know, a code 3.
Right,
And we
right.
need to deal with it on that level. And we have it'll make it have less guns on the scene themselves, you know. So, but we gotta build some mental health facilities also.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Miss Carol Foster said that we the educators need to have that same kind of support as well. The ones who are out here actually working with our future. So I
No,
see.
but that's, I mean, that's I just talked to some teachers today at Johnson Middle School. My daughter went to Johnson last year. She got a deal this year. But I was talking to our teachers, and the way our teachers get treated is embarrassing. Like, you know, how are you going to treat the educators that deal with our kids on a daily basis the way you do?
Right.
That contract has been on the government's desk for so long, and nobody has given them a raise. How do you do that?
Right.
And we want them to come in with that high morale and all that, but it's hard when you treating people less than.
Right.
So everybody know how I feel about our teachers. You know, my grandmother come from a teaching background. She taught us, and we gonna take care of our teachers. Make sure that's day one.
All right. Question. This one's from one of the members of the community. We're gonna go with. You kind of answered Krishan's already, because Krishan wanted to know what would you do as mayor to make it make the area more attractive to the film industry. Kind of hit that one off. But Jayla wanted to know where we at. I guess Jayla has the same question too. She wants to know about like trying to make DC as big as Atlanta, New York, and LA as well when it comes to bringing opportunities for the community. I remember I didn't get a chance to get the boom of BET being here, and so I know a lot of my mentors were able to like do a lot of the BET shows and things of that nature. But by the time I came out and was, you know, trying to move around and dance, that was all gone. So I think you kind of
but DC we have the power to bring in that type of energy again.
Oh, it's coming. It's already coming back.
You feel me? Because I come from that BET days. You know, I started working for BET when I was 19 years old at Teen Summit. So and it went from that to Rap City to Planet Groove, and you know, just producing shows for the network. From the Spring Blings to all the way down to the BET Awards. And DC has a energy about it that can sustain that type of that I call it that pressure, you know, of bringing the arts on that level, because we are the artsiest city in the world.
super artsy. Like,
yeah, I mean, we all, Atlanta is all people moving into Atlanta to Now this comes from the root of art. You'd be surprised how many people are from DC that's in this business, and you don't even know it. Regina Kings, and you know, I told to Regina, people don't even know, like they just don't understand the superstars.
Oh yeah,
that come from here.
for sure.
You know, it's just so many. You know, Regina Hall. I mean, I can go down the line for all the comedians and all the actors and musicians.
there's so many. We have rich blood arts. I think Bobbie, someone who.
Yeah. So Obi wants to know, how would you help make the arts accessible to children and young adults that can't afford costly?
Hopefully y'all can hear me because I'm going through a tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, we got to make arts free. First of all, you know, we got to find a way to make music free again, and we got to be able to make it accessible for people to know about it. So it'd be programs here, but they're not accessible for people to know about it. We have to make it easy for a kid to be able to Google, if I want to act in Washington, D.C., where do I go? It should pop up. Here are the free programs that you can go. And just put the money into it, put the equity into it. You know, we put equity into everything else, but we don't put equity into the raising of our young people. So I just wanted to be more accessible. I wanted to be something that everybody can be involved with. I just want to get all the kids who want to be off the street out of their house, and an opportunity to be great. That's when I always talk about how I want to empower kids to succeed. That's what I want to do, empower them.
Mm. Yeah, I really love that. And then Kalia says DC residents need more performance and training space that we can access. How will you help with this?
And after that, I do want to bring in Ms. Foster, who would like to actually kind of piggyback on that question a bit.
Okay.
I think that's, knowing the people who want to get, like my mom's had a studio for you, right?
Yes.
Like she made it accessible for you to have a studio. People who want to bring things like that to our city, you give grants to them. You make it, or you give them spaces. We give free spaces to people all the time here in the city for no money. So we have to give spaces that are available to the people who are making those things happen, who are bringing these great programs. And maybe we build something big where it's a lot of programs within that, that corridor where we can, you can have dance, you can have the film, you can have TV, you can have the music, and you can have acting, you have the arts, all of the paintings and, drawing and all of the great art forms that are here in the city. Mm-hmm. But, what I know I won't do is let it just stay stagnant.
The fact that it hasn't been done thus far, it's just mind-blowing to me. And there's like I said, so many creatives here who have amazing ideas, but no place to facilitate this. Like, I've literally searched around for like 2 months looking for a space for my event that I'm doing, and I'm bringing in, kids. I'm literally sponsoring kids from schools here in DC with no place to put them.
Right.
It's very difficult. So the fact that you are on that wave is amazing. We're excited to.
Well, I mean, just as a mayor, you should be able to say, "You coming at me, Monica, with a great idea. I shouldn't have to always be the one that have to put my name on it, but I do want to be the one to facilitate it for you and facilitate it for our city."
That part.
Because great ideas should be always happening on a weekly basis in our city.
Right.
We can be. I mean, when it comes to events that you want to throw, it should be an event at all times, and it should be a list of events that people want to, attend and be a part of. And we should become the hub where people like, oh, you go to DC, man, you getting that arts, you getting it.
Right. Let's do like a little fun break.
Yes.
So go ahead, Bobbie, take that over.
Okay. So there's a game called Two Truths and a Lie. Have you ever heard of that game before, Red?
Two truths and what?
And a lie.
Two truths and a lie.
Oh, two truths and a lie.
Yeah. So you're gonna say 3 facts.
I appreciate it. Cool. You got your ballot, right?
Oh.
All right, cool. Make sure everybody do. No ballot left behind. All right, love you, bro. All right.
Come on, support. Yes. Love to see it. So 2 truths and a lie. So there's 2 truths that you say, and one of them is a lie, but you don't want the lie to be obvious. So you want that lie to blend in with the other 2 truths, and we have to guess which one is the lie.
You need to get you a real politician to do this one.
So
they lie with their truths all the time.
So basically, we got to figure out which one is the lie. You got to tell us 3 facts about yourself.
And which one is the lie?
Get a little more familiar. And we got to figure out which one is the lie.
Okay, okay, I can do that. I can do that. Two truths and a lie. All right, cool. I love to play golf. I love to sing in the band, and I love to go hunting.
I'm gonna say hunting is a lie.
I was leaning towards that too.
I'm gonna say hunting is a lie.
I don't know. I think golf is a lie.
What?
Hunting.
Honey. Okay, what did we get? Did we get it?
Yeah, y'all two got it up top. Hunting is
I don't see not in the woods. We not in the woods. We not in the woods.
You like to buy meat from the grocery.
I love to play golf. I love to play golf, and I love to sing in a band.
Oh, okay, got you.
So nice to see you, Mr. Grant, and very proud of the fact that you have put your hat in the ring. The arts in D.C. have been on a roller coaster ride for many, many years. I've been doing the arts here for 50 plus years. And so we have, had a possible art center, and the last vestige of that was in the 80s, probably before a lot of you folks were even thought about. And that was the Landsberg's building. And the only reason that worked was because we had anchor agencies from the government and organizations that held it together, because the revenues of the artists are so fluctuating that it always has to be on a graduated scale based on their income for that particular year. So I understand that you are a big supporter, but in order to increase or move in any direction, you have to get the city council on your side. But that is going to increase funding towards the arts. And there's a big, I don't know if you're aware of the big brouhaha between the mayor and the D.C. Commission on the Arts. Are you aware of that?
I am.
Happened a while back.
Yeah, I am.
She wanted to get rid of the commission, and the council had to ensure that it would remain an independent agency. So, it's those kind of battles that you have to go to the mat for, and just wanted to get your feeling about that persuading of the city council in order to make that kind of budget shift for the arts, when we've had numerous mayors, and of course Marion Barry was a great supporter of the arts and youth and seniors in the city, but it is really dependent on your gift of persuasion to see if the city council will go along with this. So just your feeling on that. And then the other, I think you've certainly made your cause for the arts, and we appreciate that, because we don't get it. We generally don't get it. And the support in terms of arts education and all of that is vital and critical to our community. However, we still need to look at where the equity in funding will come from and how we will be able to maintain that. Because even when I had a young people's performing company called DC Youth Ensemble, and when we went to the grant pool, we competed with the Kennedy Center. So, just the equity that has to happen. Fortunately, the D.C. Commission on the Arts has been called out at least 3 times in the Washington Post, so they have now started to shift a lot of those funds over to small and mid-sized organizations. So a lot of them got 3-figure grants for the first time ever. But sustaining that will take a good, strong mayor to hold and advocate for the arts.
Thank you.
Okay. My bad. So first of all, thank you for coming on, and thank you for your service to our community. I think that, it's really about relationship building, first and foremost. Right now, our current leadership has terrible relationships with the AG, with the council members, with the federal government, ANCs, and many, many more. I can go on and on and on down the line. And it's really about relationships building. I think that, that's one of my backgrounds, of just building great relationships with people in general. And I really feel like we have way more similarities than differences. And we got to focus on those similarities and stop highlighting the differences. And so I plan on building a great relationship with the council, but also fighting for the people at the same time. Because it is true that you want to be able to have that type of relationship so you can have the budget for the arts there. And, it's very important for me because I come from the...
Oh, froze. We froze.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got you back.
Because I come from the arts world, that I always give that part of me that helped me grow and become who I am to others, individuals, young people, because arts changed my life. And even when I was playing the trumpet, and I played it for only 1 year, it helped me. I put on some tap shoes before, and I tapped for 1 month, but it helped me.
Yeah.
And I've done many things that it might be just for a little bit, but that little bit helped me. It gave me another opportunity to get to something else. And I'm going to continue to give our young people opportunities. And I know we have a council, and, election is coming up, and we're going to have a different council. It's going to grow and everybody won't be there. And hopefully the ones who are still there, or the new ones, we can build that great relationship with, and they understand how important it is for our city and for our city to grow.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask one other thing about the. Would you be in favor of an arts center, and would you be in favor of doing as other cities have, giving something over for a really small amount, and letting the artists work with developers to create a larger space or a larger campaign to renovate a space?
Yeah, I would like to get people like yourself involved, that really understand how it would look, and get with some of these developers that really want to create something for our communities, to come up with a real nice art center, though, a really nice art center that's centrally located for the young people who need it the most, and somewhere close to a subway, so people from all over can come and be involved with that art center.
And there are two other pressing things. I know I don't want to take up all the time because more people have questions, but there is a takeover of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts by DCPS, which is a big concern. And then there is also another concern where the developers who are in the 14th and U, that building right on the corner that used to be a government building, they have reached out to the Ailey, well, this is really like the Allen Ailey Corporation, more so than the dance theater, to bring them in to do a center, which would, even though we love Ailey, it would kill off the dance ecosystem in the city and surrounding areas, because the name, the brand, would kill off most of what we're doing programmatically. Mm-hmm. So just wanted to alert you to that. Those two are very, very hot topics in the dance and arts community.
Well, you guys know best. You guys are the ones who put the feet on the ground. takes flight. So I
Mm.
would I would like to, know as much as I possibly can about what's going on, and if it's affecting, the community itself, then we don't want to disturb that. We want it to be as cultural and as raw as we can make it, so everybody will be involved.
Mhm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Foster.
We're definitely have Miss Foster on to talk and just give. She's a wealth of knowledge, and it's so important for us to make sure that we bridge that gap to my generation under me, and so on and so forth. Mr. Red Grant, you got my vote. You have. Um, I hope everyone on here really do everything they need to do right now so that they are able to vote. You want to let them know what they need to do and how they can get that in now. Actually,
So we always tell people to early vote. Early voting is important, right? You can start voting right now. Once you get your ballot, you can put it in one of those drop boxes, or you can go put it in the mail. If you don't get to the drop box or the mail on October 31st through November 6th, you will be able to go in person for early voting. And then, of course, November 8th, you can go in person also. That's the big day. But I wanna encourage people to go to grandformairdc.com, and if you can go to register to vote. If you're not registered, you can become a volunteer right now for these last 15 days, and just pull up with us. Pull up on me.
I
And
have it down there. Grant for Mayor, DC. Have that pen.
thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
One thing
We have
too.
a question.
No, we have an acknowledgement.
Okay.
Grant, you got to speak about this movie you got dropping out of Wesley Christmas, man. You got that coming out. Let the folks know what you got going on so they can go out.
Right. So Wesley Christmas is about to come out. Uh, it's a great movie with my brother Chuck West and Bree West, who produced it from Washington, D.C. We shot it here in D.C. It's an amazing cast. Uh, Jasmine Guy. I always call my brother Mr. Ogilvy. Myself. It's just so many great, talented people in the movie, and it's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you go through so many different emotions. But at the end, it's all about family. It's all about us getting through our problems and getting through our situations and becoming one. And it's being showcased on BET. It's their film of the year, and you guys gonna love it. I promise you.
Yes, we.
Yes.
And this might
Congrats.
be one of my last films. So
So
I won't be
you're retiring completely.
retiring.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Well,
So
we appreciate what you're trying to do here for the city and what you've been doing here already for the city. And like I said, I'm riding. I already got mine came in the mail the other day
good.
from a sub.
Open it. Open it.
Got you. I got you.
All right, cool. Thank you guys so much for having me on tonight.
Thank
Uh,
you.
this will go up on YouTube as well. I'll keep it here so that you guys can look back at it. But thank you again. I hope we got as many questions as we could. It was a lot that was coming through, but
It was a lot.
Sorry, y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me. Thanks so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bobbie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we did
We
it.
did it, guys. Yay.
First one down.
Love it, love it, love it.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. We are going to bring you more and more of like just knowledge, fun. We're going to giggle with y'all too.
Little Kiki. We're going to block out the negativity because I don't know what this little creep was in here talking. I hit the block and call. I
wasn't even paying no negativity, no mind. But what I will say is the next week we'll talk about finances. Try to help artists in general. When we say when it's called, it's not just dance. It's called it's not just dance because it's all about the arts and the business of arts as well. How you can get this money, how we can get these grants, how we can really elevate and help ourselves because we cannot wait for other people to do it for us. We cannot sit around and complain about whether or not we have opportunities here we have to do what we have to do now so that we can get it. Thank you, Miss Curl Foster. You are amazing. Hopefully we get you on just by yourself so we can get that knowledge from you as well. But you guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to head on out of here. This will stay up, and I'll put this on YouTube as well. So tell your friend to tell a 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 friend. Holla at y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes, so dope. Bye.